Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Overflow. In this video, we'll discuss another LeetCode problem. That is the minimum time to make row colorful. This is a medium level problem, and we'll understand how we should solve this question and what should be our approach to this. So before moving on, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure to subscribe to Learn Overflow for regular LeetCode videos like this. Now the question says, Alice has n balloons arranged in a row. You are given a zero index string. This is string colors. Okay, so remember it's not an array; it's a string of colors. Okay, that's a string colors where colors I is the color of ith balloon. Okay, that's given to us. Further, it says that Alice wants the rope to be colorful. Need to make the roof colorful, so she does not want two consecutive balloons to be of the same color, and this is the whole question. Okay, this is the whole question is asking us to do that the two consecutive balloons should not be of the same color. Okay, that's given to us. Now further it says, so she makes Bob for help. She asks Bob for help, and Bob can remove some balloons from the row to make it colorful. Okay, some balloons need to be removed. Okay, you were given the zero index integer array. That is the needed time, and this is the needed time is needed. Okay, and where the needed time is the time in seconds that Bob needs to remove the ith balloon from the rope. Okay, so if you are removing any balloon from the rope, there's a particular time that is needed, that is in seconds, for to remove that balloon. So ultimately, you need to find the minimum time Bob needs to make the rope colorful. See, if you directly see this example, there's a blue, there's red, then you find two blue are there, and then you find a green. Okay, so if you look at the needed type, you find that one, two, then there's three, four. There's two blue consecutive are there, so there is three, four. So which one you will remove? You remove the third balloon having the three, like the needed time is three, right? So thus you can find that the needed time is three, and you remove that. Okay, so thus you are just saving the time, and you are doing the exact thing you need to do. If you remove three, and there's a minimum time Bob needs to make the rope colorful. And what is the minimum time? This is balloon that is removed. Okay, so if you just think carefully, you are given an colors like A, B, like A, B, A, and C. Right? This one is the given, and so string. Okay. Now what you are actually doing, if you just look at this example, what you are actually doing, you are just traversing through the whole string, and then once you find any repeated characters in the string, you are simply checking for the needed time, that for this characters what's our current needed time. If the current needed time is higher, like whoever has a lesser needed time will get removed. Fine, so whoever having the less like the needed time will get removed, and that's the time being added to our final answer. Okay, so that's the whole idea. Now it's pretty simple, like traversing the whole string, like the character by character, and finding if there's a repeated character. And if you find a repeated character, you are just increasing the needed time. Okay, so that's the idea. And when you're increasing the needed time, you're just remembering you need to increase the minimum needed time, not the maximum needed time. Okay, so you will remove the balloon which has a minimum needed time. So that's the whole idea. So the question is pretty simple. You are just traversing the characters of colors characters, the color string that's given to us character by character, and then you are removing based on the lesser needed time once you find a duplicate. Now the question, as I said, is simple, but the trick is not there. The trick, you will see a huge difference in the runtime of this question will happen based on how you solve it. If you directly solve it based on like string dot caret I, string dot caret I minus one by checking these two characters each time, then in that case you will need a higher, you will end up having a higher runtime. Obviously, if you talk about the complexity, it has a complexity of order of n. It will have a complexity anyway you go around, because you're anyways traversing this string only once, right? And just checking for the previous character who is a repeated or not. Now if we're doing directly by string dot caret I again and again, you're checking for that. In that case, you will have a higher time complexity or higher run time. But if you can reduce this time by using directly converting the string dot to character array. If you do that string dot to char array, then you are now traversing an array directly. Okay, you are just traversing an array. So in that case, the to get an element from an array is much less. Okay, much lesser than that. So in that case, you will be traversing it much faster. So total runtime will be less. Now let's quickly write down this code. As I see, like this is not a very typical problem. So let's quickly write down this code and then I'll explain what are the steps you can take one by one to just do this kind of checking, just a duplicate check. Fine, let's quickly go ahead with that. There is this kind of a much fast solution. Let's see what exactly we try to do with it. The first of all, you see, like I took two variables. What is the previous? It is an index variable that will store the previous index, and the variable answer. So this is stored a final answer. This is the final answer being returned. Okay. Further, we take an error as a character array and just directly converted our colors to our character array so that we can reduce that runtime a bit. Now there's actually one for loop, a for loop from I equals 1 to less than array dot length, this array dot length. So this is an order of n solution, you can see. Now what exactly we are doing in here? First, we're checking if our previous array element, that is a previous character or the previous balloon color, is not equals to our current balloon color. Okay, then we're simply moving our previous to the previous equals I, like moving a pointer to a current balloon. Now what it actually means that there's a different color being found. Okay, and like there's no duplicate is there. That's what we found over here. But if there is a duplicate, that will fall into our else case. Now if there is a duplicate, what we are doing, we're checking if the needed time of the previous, okay, is less than needed time of our current, then we are adding our previous to our final answer. That means we are removing our previous balloon. Now wherever the previous was pointing to, we are removing our previous balloon, and then we are just marking our previous to our current I. Okay, and what is the other case being, we're simply adding our current time to our answer. See what exactly is happening over here. Say there's an like three consecutive balloons that are that are equal, okay, or having the same color. Now if I say the first balloon have a time of 1, then the next balloon have a time of 2, then the next balloon have a time of something like 1 again. Fine, because there's no condition given that two balloons cannot have a same like the removing time or the needed time, so they can have. Now you see what we are doing here, we're checking. So previous is pointing at over here and their I is pointing over here, so we found that previous is less than I. Fine, we made our answer like answer is something like, we found 1, we added 1 to our answer and then moved our previous from here to over here. Fine, next time we again traverse to I went to this position, and now we find that previous is not less than our I, right? So that means previous is not less than our I, but it is a duplicate. Fine, so what we're doing, if previous is not equals I and it is a duplicate, so what exactly we did, we simply remove this ith position. So we made a addition to our answer of the ith position, that is 1, and went ahead with it. So previous was pointing to, if there are multiple duplicate items, so previous is actually pointing to a value that is having the highest or the highest removing time. Okay, the needed time is highest. So if there are multiple, we'll remove all others except the one having the highest removing time. Fine. So that's exactly what it did, and ultimately we returned an answer. We got our answer. Fine. So this is the exact concept that we are following in solving this question. So I hope this is exactly understood, like how we are solving this question. If you have any doubts related to the question, make sure to comment them down. I'll be happy to help you out in the comments as well. Fine. Also like this video and share it with your friends who are solving today's LeetCode problem. So thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for regular LeetCode videos like this. Thank you.